Hello, I'm Balkira with an I, and today we're gonna talk a little bit about work, a lot of shit that happened in my life, and mainly gossip and things that I'm gonna be doing moving forward. Yeah, in the background, I'm gonna be drawing Daniela from Cat's Eye. I absolutely love her, and I was trying like a new style with it, so enjoy. So let's start with a little bit of gossip slash life update. So I think I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but I work as a copywriter in an advertisement agency, and I love my job. I love working as a copywriter, but the agency I work for has been having some problems lately with clients, and some clients have stopped coming back, which is of course really really bad. So the other day, the owner is a small company, so it's pretty much 12, 15 people total. So the other day, the like human resources lady called me and told me that they don't have enough clients and traffic to justify having a copywriter. So they pretty much fired me. And I was like, okay, I understand where this is coming from. Like, I've been seeing the lack of work that I've been doing because there is no work to get done. Um, but then they told me that one of the reasons the clients have leave is because of the actual, like the current project manager, because he's too deorganized and whatever. Like they have their reasons, and they offer me his position. Now I do think that being a project manager, it's like something that could help me in the long run, but I did not want that position. But I was between, I, I, I had two options. I either lose my job, lose my source of income, and be unemployed for knows how long, or I accepted the change in the role. So, as you can imagine, I did accept it. There was a lot of back and forth, in lack of clarity in how this was gonna be managed, and that's something that I really didn't like. But in the end, after a couple of days of not knowing if I was gonna stay as a copywriter or move to project manager, I ended up moving to project manager. And thanks God the previous one was so kind to say, I'm gonna stay to help her because she's gonna be dead if I don't. And he was right. Like, he was not being an arrogant asshole. He was totally right. Then hell came. And a coworker that used to be like a really good friend, that when I was a copywriter was a really good person and helped me out and all that jazz, it became an asshole, a total asshole after that. And it sucks. It really, really sucks. During 2 days, the first 2 days, and honestly, the only 2 days that I was a project manager, he made comments, like really awful comments, and it felt like he was trying like to prove that I didn't know what I was doing, which I mean, he was right. I had no clue because I been in the job for less than 8 hours because I just got started. So yeah, you can imagine it was a bit of a ride. Then 2 days later, as I said, this is a small company, so we know each other, and the owner of the company called me and told me that he saw me really, really stressed out, and he didn't want it to be responsible for any sort of mental health problems that I could develop because of this change in the role, so that I could go back to being a copywriter. I would not lose my job because of it. And yeah, that was pretty much what he said. And I'm eternally grateful about it. But it was like really weird to have all the stress, all the responsibility of having a job that is definitely not fitted for just one person. Like, more people should be doing it. At the very least, two people, because it is a lot of job. It is a lot of work. So yeah, that had like a lot of emotional whiplash. And right now, like my current situation, the thing that it kind of got settled into is that right now I am gonna still be a copywriter, but that's not gonna be my only job. I'm gonna be also the project manager's assistant, which I mean, I actually like that arrangement from a perspective that I need to learn how to handle clients. I need to learn how to handle projects because I want to be a freelancer eventually. The only problem here is that that came without a raise, which is not the best, but again, it's better than not having a job. And I can get the experience, and I honestly, I am in a very privileged situation where I don't really need the money because I live with my parents and they cover most of the big expenses, so I can save a lot of money there, and yeah. So with this, it came like a lot of stuff. First is that like we have this illusion in my humble opinion, it's honestly an illusion that 9 to 5 it's a really stable job, but I don't think anything is stable, especially in the advertisement industry. Maybe it's an industry thing, but it's really like you can get fired any day, and it is not a funny situation to be in. So I want to like push forward with other projects that will allow me to earn money, like this one. I am also doing another thing on the side that I'm not gonna share here. Unless it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, I'll tell you, but we'll know in a couple months. I really hope it works. It will be like a dream come true, but I'll tell you when I can. Um, but I do think that it will be good to like upload more and find a way to start making money out of these videos and like my content, not necessarily to Google AdSense, but maybe like I'm thinking about making a character sheet guide or something like that because I love writing, and I do think that I can make the focus of this channel writing and teaching writing because I love reading and writing. And actually the next video it's either going to be something about why making fanfics can be really good for your writing, or a guide to character relationships and how to and how to develop them during your story. Um, so yeah, I'm making this video because I want to get back to publishing, but also because after this shitty week, I've been like in a doom scrolling phase, like chasing cheap dopamine and trying just to. I've been watching a lot of shorts and wasting my time on it, and that's not really what I want to do. I really, really want to be able to use this to showcase like what I can do to find another source of income and eventually leave my corporate job. Right now, it works, kinda, but this is definitely not something that I want to do for my whole life. And in order to get out of this work, I need to like be an entrepreneur and start my own thing and all that jazz, or get a better job, which is also a good option. But I'm not sure. I'm honestly. Does anyone in their 20s know what they want to do? Because I'm sure don't. But yeah, this is like a little bit of an update. I know this video is not as polished as others I tried to do. Um, but yeah, let me know if you like this kind of life stuff, like story time videos about my life. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for listening, and bye bye.